Good morning, everybody. This is Trap Trader. Today we have 3rd of September 2024, and I'm already in the trade. It's 9:20. Got 10 more minutes till open, but we had a situation here when we had a London low in this area. Market dropped to collect overnight liquidity, and by overnight liquidity I mean liquidity from Monday and Tuesday, because that's how you have to treat that. Monday and Tuesday liquidity has been taken right now here. So I'm using this as an opportunity to get involved on the long side of the market. Just before the open, I will book probably a beautiful beautiful push. And I'm just going to take some off. I don't want to take more than 3. I'll put my stop loss break even on the rest and see how it goes, how far we can push. Basically, I just want to pay myself a little bit for a start. And we are starting with, what was that? 9. We already took something off, but let's say 96. I'm going to take a screenshot of that thing. We already took something off. We made $500 on the first push. I forgot the name of that thing. It's a very bullish sign. It's ICT. How was it called? Oh, what a beautiful push. I'm going to take off another 3 from here. I'm going to write the rest. Target on this is obviously this minor liquidity. That's what I will try to sell into. The question is, are they going to do it before we open, or we're going to turn around and was it 26.32? That's 6 points. Yeah, anything around 10 points, you have to book something. You have to book something. 26.45, yeah, it's all been like a 9 points, because there will be a lot of people front running that move. But because I took already a lot, I took 6 contracts out, I think I'm just gonna keep the rest for the push into, well, at least here, because then we can have a front running. Market can just pull. We might get a second push later when we open. So we had this 2 days: Monday, Sunday night, and Monday. You have to treat the whole thing as electronic trading, where you can't treat this as 2 separate days. So market has generated a lot of liquidity, and this is just a minor liquidity here. If we take these 2 off, we might continue and push into the highs up there. That's pretty much what can happen. That's the main liquidity up there. We do have 20, it's 25 past, which means we have another 5 minutes. And unfortunately, market can pull down here and take me out at the open. That's for sure. But that means I will buy one more time, a bit lower. Because in my opinion, that's a good trade. We have a lot of longs from Monday and Sunday, and market will try to push. I forgot the name of that thing. It's called in ICT. It's called somehow. This is not a fair value gap. Volume. It's like a volume gap. Yeah, we just closed the gap, so that's pretty much where you should add if you believe in this trade. We should be adding here. Well, not now. Now we just broke that. And we can be stopped just at the open. We can be stopped. So it's 26. I got still 4 minutes. And should I just give a little bit of space and add more once we hit that London sell side? Or should I just basically leave it, get stopped? Let's just get stopped. Fine. I'm alright with that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna go and grab the London sell side. There you go. So we did book something, but not everything. We have made 700 and 500. Oh, we had another, you know, $500 there to take. I treat this as a MES, so that will be. Uh, so we made 100. We made 100 and 700 plus 500. It's 1,300, right? So $130. That's pretty much what we made. Because I treat this as MES. I'm going to be trading MES when I get back to London. There you go. So we got the push lower. Probably going to take this London sell side. I still want to be in this trade. Therefore, I will go again and give me 10 MES contracts. And I'll try to catch that. Or you can split it into 5 and 5. And you can grab 5 here. And then we can add once we go a little bit. There we go. So we took the London sell side right now for the second time, which is 1 minute before the open. That's the London sell side at the moment. But I think I always look how many points below the main liquidity we got down. So 625.50, and we dropped to 624, so 2.5 points. And I'm always expecting 2.5 to 3.5 points of liquidity sweep. That's the proper sweep of liquidity on ES. Yeah, so I'm back in a bit cheaper than I bought at the beginning of my trade. Look at that. Look at that thing. We are open. We're opening at the bottom. expect price to come back to 0.9. And again, that's your target. Volume imbalance. I just came back to my mind what it was. It is a volume imbalance. Obviously, stop loss needs to be just below here. In case, basically my stop loss right now is 125. That means it's $12.50. That's what it is. And nah, yeah, okay, we just got stopped, right? Okay, let's see what's gonna happen next. Right now they took this London sell side. You have to be in. There's no other way. You have to buy that. There's no other way. And as you can see, I'm not waiting for any kind of confirmation. In my strategy, I want to be aggressive. I want to buy that. Look at that. The reason for this is I made some statistics, and I mean, how many times you see the market just drop and continue lower? Now, probably like 1 out of 10 times. Most of the time, you get a reaction of the level of London sell side and a kind of liquidity sweep. There's always a reaction. Even market wants to continue lower, there will be a reaction. So yes, we can continue lower, and I'll have to close and take a loss. But for a split second, we have been up $150, and you could book it. Right, that doesn't look too good. That's not what I'm expecting. We are going a little bit lower, and I'm gonna get out. And I'm getting out with minus what, 125. That's $12. And now I can wait for confirmation which way market's gonna go. So my strategy is to buy the level. Institutional traders, they do buy the level or they don't buy it at all. So they don't wait for any confirmation. And I want to trade like institutional trader. So I'm gonna switch to 1 minute now. And I want to watch this. We do have news at 10 p.m. 10 a.m. sorry. So and 9:45. I didn't buy anything now. So okay, let's switch to my all indices. So I want to see what Nasdaq is doing, what Russell is doing. Russell is my indicator for ES. So Russell is buying. As you can see, Nasdaq is falling, Russell is buying already. But Nasdaq is just dropping a little bit. Yeah. So I expect a little bit of droppage. How far can we go? That's the question we're gonna ask ourselves. So if they're not interested in this liquidity, where's the next one? We have some liquidity from that day, which is Friday. We could get down there. We have yesterday's low, which is Friday's low. Or we could just roll to the bottom. Yeah. Or at least here. To grab that one more time. And that's it. Simple as that. So far with the open trading, we have made a loss. This is $200. That's $20 loss. Yeah, we have made some money, right? We started with 96, 100. 96 100. It's 97 200. So it's looking good. Why am I not buying this? Well, as I said, I buy immediately, but if I don't get confirmation after that, I have to be out, and I'm out. There you go. Look at that. Market is pulling lower. Am I interested to continue lower? To sell? I don't know. I'm gonna wait for 10 a.m. So it's 5 minutes. We kind of stayed below that. 23 dropped to 18. That's 5 points. Well, let's watch this because who knows, we might climb back up here and continue and just try to push towards that main liquidity. It's possible. Let's just put that here. But so far, the market is just dropping. Nasdaq. That's the low of the day on Nasdaq for Friday. Okay. Yeah, so let's put that here. US has got the same level down there. On this chart. It's a bit different charts. That's why I don't have those levels here. Russell has got that here. Same level. So you can see Russell is pulling down now as well. That's beautiful. All right, okay, cool. What are we watching? We're watching. Oh, I wouldn't surprise me if we just continue to yesterday's low. Over the weekend, I did a little bit of analysis. What I'm expecting. I said we're going to be pushing higher into this liquidity. There's a lot of liquidity up here. But I also said doesn't mean we have to do it immediately, straight away. It might take some time. Push can happen on Wednesday. Maybe at the end of the week. Who knows? So far, we're sitting in the range. But daily made something called hanging man. So if I switch to daily, I'll show you that daily candle. Or was it weekly candle? I think it was a weekly candle. Yeah, exactly. Look at that. A weekly candle. It's called hanging man. It's a bearish candle. So You have to be careful on the long side. Yeah, you have to be careful with the long side. All right, so they were not interested to collect that. They own more, or they're traveling lower. And that's cool, that's cool. We recognize that. A news is weighing on us, ISM manufacturing. We have final manufacturing PM, so looks like market is just risk off at the moment. And not a lot of liquidity here because bear in mind that we sweep that liquidity on a day on the same day on Friday. Technically speaking, we have pushed into the top of the week yesterday, but that's electronic. It's not the same as real time frame, regular time frame. So on a regular time frame, regular trading hours, we have not pushed through this liquidity up here. We haven't yet. That's very, very important to know. Market, if they want to do it, they need to do it during regular regular time hours, trading hours. Okay, so we're just watching right now, waiting for the news to get 2 more minutes, 2.5. 2.5 minutes. You see how important it was to recognize the market is not doing that. We got out, basically break even. I think I will show you. We took a loss of $62, which in MES terms is just $6. It's just which is just all right, because we are continuing lower. In my opinion, we need to catch that to the downside, and that would be a beautiful entry somewhere here. If we get the push, a fair value gap will be somewhere here. We're watching, was it the 1 minute? Is this 1 minute or 5 minutes? 1 minute. All right, so it has to be somewhere here. I'm actually probably overstaying. I mean, I'm a little bit greedy with my entry, but that's what I meant. Let's just drop that volume here. This will act as, these are trapped longs, and any kind of push into this area will result in reaction will be okay. Well, we need to get out. So there will be a lot of people here trapped at the London sell side. Everybody who was buying that. You have to be careful because depending on the news, what was the drop? 23. We went down to 14. That's 10 points. That is 10 points. If I want to, I'm betting on continuation. Okay, we had the news, I guess. Let's have this on. There was a final manufacturing PM, so this is not. Yeah, nice clearance. Here what he says. Yeah. Yeah, we had this fair value gap in a 5 minute 20. That is 40. That was a 6 minute 6 pointer. Let's quickly have a look what Russell is doing. What Nasdaq? Okay, well, wait a second. Nasdaq just took that low. It's very important to notice that. I missed that bit. This here. Well, we could expect some kind of push higher. We got a push higher, but the question is, are we going lower to grab more? Especially that that ES hasn't reached that level yet, and Russell still has got something, some a bit of space to go low. I'm looking as well on dollar. Dropping. Yeah. So we have not received the price I wanted. I was a bit too greedy on it. I think my first entry was somewhere here. So I'm not interested anymore on the short side. I'm not gonna get that. I am interested, but I'm not gonna get the price I wanted. So we have to watch this. On the flip side of the things, oh, shut up. On the flip side here, when we recognized that market potentially could drop, instead of closing my trade, I could have just reversed it. But that is a additional skill and additional, thinking process. You have to think ahead. Most of the time, we are trying to get out from the bad position as cheap as possible. We're not really thinking about turning around and making more money. But I will most likely start to think like that in the future, because if it cannot go higher, it's going to go lower, and that's a very good moment to reverse and start trading lower. So we do have some main liquidity here. Let's quickly have a look. What is this? Ah, yeah, there you go. But that's not a lot. This liquidity, half of it has been taken already, and then we build up more there. Still is the same level. I'm gonna actually shift that. Sorry. You know what? Let's leave it as it was. We have this noted here on the chart. That's the main liquidity. They might try to get in. It's probably an hour of trading. How many candles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 candles. 4, 5 candles, right? That's an hour of trading. So there is a little bit, a decent chunk of liquidity down there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, an hour and 15 minutes. So expect Got 10 more minutes. And the moment we reach that, should get a little bit of bounce. Come on, take that. I'm just gonna jump here. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some kind of reaction. So Nasdaq is still sitting in this area. We have not pushed lower, as is very good. Should get a little bit of push. It's a counter trade, you know, you have to be very quick with everything you do here. But whoever is shorting that will be covering into this drop. And we could get up there. I'm going to add those, obviously, if I get a lower price, like a 3 points lower than this. 8, 2.5. It's kind of risky, but I still want to do it. Yeah, well, I didn't do it. I didn't catch that at the right place. So 52. You can see that the market is responding to this liquidity, and soon we'll be in profit. That's it. Now the question is, how far we're gonna go. Taking consideration that we still have 8 more minutes, so I'm not expecting a lot of a push, but this might get to the level that I know, you know, there we go. Well, just close, please. Lovely. So yeah, we grabbed a couple of points on that thing. It's just a reaction of the level. I think we had 2 trades, right? I mean 5 and another 5. Looks like we made $200. 2,000, but it's like MES, so it's $200. And you have to be quick, like I said. You know, it's just buy and sell, and you're out. Because we are trading against the trend, but the reaction of the liquidity needs to happen. You know, think like this: if you were shorting it from here, and you see this level, and you have stop losses, you know, you wanna, you know, the market is gonna bounce off that thing. It's gonna do it every time it does. And how far it's gonna push into this trapped liquidity. So we have some longs here who are buying that, you know. It's a tricky trade, you know. You have to be very quick. I have that, so I want to say, skill set from my scalping, early trading, when I've been scalping a lot, and yeah, I don't recommend to do it, but it can pay off very quickly. Right, let's watch what Nasdaq is doing. So now it's definitely broke that level. We have this level here. I'm gonna mark that as well. There was I think another Thursday low. Oh, there you go. Russell still has got that space, and he has still got that space. Yeah. So we started today with come on, show me that 96 100, and we are at 99 100. So 4,000. That means 400 MES. Pretty happy with this. Quite straightforward. It's quite straightforward trading. Nothing stressful. I like the way the market just dropped. I'm pretty happy with the reactions that we got from the liquidities. You know, I think like, oh, why didn't you short that? Well, yeah, like I said, you have to reverse immediately and keep my short. Yeah, we could have short this fair value gap as well. That was a beautiful entry, and I wanted to short it, but my entry was a bit higher. I was pretty greedy on that. I thought we might just try to get to the London south side before we collapse. But we haven't done that, so reaction is to the downside. It's Tuesday. We're sitting on $400 in profit. Just take it easy now. Just take it easy. Nasdaq took yesterday's low. Nasdaq also took Thursday's low. Was it the Thursday's low? No, Thursday's low is here. So, but I did take that afternoon. Thursday's low. So technically speaking, half an hour of trading, and we are sitting in a nice profit of $400 at this point. 30 minutes, $400 so far. We're getting nice reaction at this level, but back into this fair value gap, we got still 2 minutes. And here is liquidity. And watch silver bullet trade 10 till 11 a.m. At 10 o'clock you have to watch this. So anything between 10 and 11, it is a silver bullet ICT silver bullet trade. I will go with a cheeky short here for a push into this liquidity down here. So I'm basically selling this fair value gap. Not the best entry. I'm gonna add into the fair value gap now. And I am expecting market to drop into that liquidity. We have some trapped liquidity up here. So we got that push. People started to escape. Whoever was long here, that was the opportunity for them to get out. Market should pull back. Market likes to do this kind of, Judas swings before the full hour, just to clear everybody out. And then we should go and take that low. Yeah. There you go. Let's get down, baby. Hits it. Needs to hit that thing. Come on. Go and grab the liquidity. Grab that liquidity, mate. You know what? Sometimes it's just not worth it to wait. Anyway, I think I closed it, right? Good. Silver. Jesus. What just happened here? Come on, get me out. I think because I closed and the stop loss was still there, I just treated it as a buy, which is actually what I wanted to do, but not a 7. I don't want to buy 7. I want to buy 5. So there you go. There you go. Another beautiful trade to the downside, which was pretty juicy. That's $300. That was just an accident, but it happened. All right. So we are sitting on $700 now, right? 770 actually. And to be honest, that's a great result. But this is a silver bullet trade that we can expect right now. Let's see. I want to see what Nasdaq is doing. Nasdaq is already reversing. ES is reversing as well. I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's a brilliant entry for sure. Every ICT trader is gonna watch that now, and it's gonna be looking for stuff like, where is the bullish fair value gap? Where is the order block? Looking for the displacement somewhere here, come back into fair value gap and push. So this is inverted fair value gap. Let's put that. This is the bearish fair value gap, right? And we're going to be looking for inversion of that thing. What does it mean? It has to climb back up here, stay above, and start to go up here. That's what every ICT trader is looking for right now. So far, it hasn't happened, but this was taken 603, we dropped to 601, so just 2 points. Usually it's better when we take 3. So let's see if we're gonna get extra pointer right now on that. Nasdaq is already climbing higher from what I see. Russell dropping crazy. Look at that. Wednesday. It's gonna take a Wednesday low. Looks like he is gonna go for that Friday low as well. It's not far away. It's 94. We are trading 98, so that's just 4 points away. Forget about that now. We're going for the low. And the moment we hit that, we need to go long. There's no other way. That's just buy the level. Institutional traders, they buy the level or they do not buy it at all. Just remember that. Now, that is a fair value gap. And every ICT trader will be looking for inversion, but I want to be early. I'm going to add, if we invert, I'm going to be extra 5. So let's just watch it. Pretty happy with my entry, just below yesterday's low, and let's just see how far can we go, right? How far can we go on the long? Well, the minor liquidity is up here. Beautiful. We do have a liquidity here, obviously. So I'm going to mark that as well. Yeah, That was our macro. So the question is now, is Nasdaq going to dump? And if they do, yeah. Also, if you just calculate the length of that leg to this, it's pretty much the same size. The length is the same. We haven't got much liquidity here. We have cleared that liquidity down here. Let's just bring this volume profile. Where is it? I think it's here. I'm going to bring that volume here. You see that there's no liquidity down here at all. So market collected everything at this point, unless we really want to dump, which is always a possibility. You have to be prepared for that. some guys were complaining about my quality of my microphone. I'm just recording with a simple headset because I'm on holiday. I'm going back to London in 10 days. So I have my microphone, the usual microphone I have. Okay, so far it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good. But climb to zero line is very possible. Market likes to do that. I want to see what Nasdaq is doing because Nasdaq was the main driver to the downside today. I still think we'll try to push through this fair value gap, start climbing, because we cannot just accumulate here for a while. That's also a possibility. This is why I'm only 5. So I want to see, the ICT traders, they don't buy it here. They're going to wait for inversion. They're going to wait for the inversion of that. But my technique, I use ICT techniques, but I am more aggressive with my entries. I don't wait for this kind of things. It's better just to risk and get the better position, and then if we push through this, that's what I'm expecting. I'll actually draw this. I'm expecting that we're gonna get up here at some point. We'll push through this fair value gap into this area, into this trapped liquidity, then pull a little bit lower. We might get down here, and that will be inverted fair value gap, and we'll start to climb and sell into minor liquidity, which is not a lot, to be honest. The main one is somewhere here. It's not the main, sorry, because we're watching 1 minute. So here, the push could be up there, somewhere here. Boom. Right, but on the way up, we're gonna have some problems because we have a lot of trapped liquidity. We have liquidity, trapped liquidity here. We have trapped liquidity there. That's the open. That's before the open. We have a lot of people trapped here in this range. So any kind of, so we're not even gonna get there. Just like in the straight line. If we get up here, we'll try that. I'm gonna pull back. Maybe second time we'll go up there. Something like that. Yeah. So ICT traders have not took the level yet. They have not bought it. We are watching 5-minute candle. Now I switch to 5 minutes. 10 minutes of trading here in at the bottom. Silver bullet trade so far is looking like it's gonna work, but we did not get any displacement. We need to invert this fair value gap. This level I will treat as order block. So we need to displace above and then stay in it. So let me actually draw this properly. So I want this to displace. First we need to take this and like that, then push up here, stay above, treat this as an order block, and then go. And again here, and possibly higher. Pretty happy with entry here. I want to add into this because we had a little bit of displacement. I want to add. Got 11 more minutes. Sorry, 11 past. I'm sitting on a 10 contracts right now because we had a push from 90 to 99. That's 10 points. And people will use this 5-minute candle here as some kind of like a 5-minute order block. Okay, let's see what Nasdaq is doing. Nasdaq is continuing lower. That's not good. That is not good. But the drop here, 90, and there was 94. That's a 4 points drop. That's a good drop. We have collected liquidity. So I'm still a little bit like, I still believe in this long. But I might lighten up a little bit. There was this push into the zero line. I didn't pay attention. Yeah, that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. That is not a good sign. Woof. I mean, that was definitely a stopless run. $300 down on this. What is Nasdaq doing? Continuing lower. Okay, I think we'll have to take the loss. Yeah. So this is not what we wanted. And we'll have to take the loss, I think. Well, let's take this loss in a smart way. Let's take that loss in a smart way by adding here a bit. And we'll get out. Am I overstaying my welcome? It was a 15-minute candle. I think I have overstayed my welcome. Yeah, I definitely overstayed. I should have gone out on that fair value gap push. But this drop, that sudden drop, was a stop loss run. So expect a bit of covering here. Expect a little bit of covering into this level. So 16 past, that means we have a 15 minutes more to drop. They don't need to continue lower at this point. We got another 15 minutes candle. We can just chop around here in this area. Yeah, I'm gonna get out here with a loss of $160 if I can catch that. I'm not gonna overstay my welcome here, even if we push high. It's all right. I'm gonna take the loss if we can catch it. They should push into my target. Oh, for fuck's sake! Good. All right. So we took the loss 100 and I don't care. It's going high. We took a loss of 1,687. That is 1,668, and I'm pretty okay with this. Reason, well, that thing didn't work. We have been in profit a couple of times, but this fair value gap didn't work again. We are dropping lower. So at this point, it's minus 160. So we are sitting on $600 profit at this point. All right, 600 actually, yeah, $600. And that was a 45 minutes of trading. And I mean, we can just walk away right now and leave it because it looks like this is a down day to me. Looks like we're just gonna look at this. Russell took that. Okay, that was this beautiful drop. Nasdaq. How about they gonna go even lower? It looks like this hanging man on a weekly. It is actually working, but we got some displacement here. Drop, drop. That was a 10 o'clock silver bullet. We are sitting 10:21. Yeah, it would have been a break even here, but I don't care. And I already learned that, forget it because you might not get out, and that's it. And the market will continue lower, and you're gonna be done. I'm tempted to go along here, but I think after taking that hit, the smart way to do is just to walk away and just say, thank you very much. I'm not interested anymore. I had a good run. I made the money. I just took a little hit. And tomorrow is another day. And we can just come back and make money again. Although that is very tempting to look for long somewhere here. So this thing can, maybe it will do this. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, minor liquidity is up there, but we might take that at the end of the day. And my time is limited. I mean, limited. I don't trade after 11 o'clock, and it's already 10:22. Looks like market dropped. We can accumulate here. We can manipulate here. We can still pull a little bit lower, grab another level of liquidity. The only thing I'm gonna say, like, it's like, do not panic when you are in the wrong. Like we've been in profit here and suddenly dropped. I add into this. We had a little push, but I'm talking a lot. Wasn't paying attention, and we got hit. But it's fine, you know. Just watch. Just watch where you're sitting on a day. Don't treat this personal. Like, oh fuck, I need to get back to 700 cent. No, I don't need to. I can just take the 600 now. No harm. It's a beautiful day. 600 day. I mean, come on. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Forget about pride. Forget about emotions. Forget about, oh, I'm gonna fight it back now. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. It's more important to say to yourself, look at 600. This is why I'm actually putting that 600 here to remind me where I am on a day. And it's like, you know what? If I can do this every day, that's gonna be a lot of money in 1 year. If I can do it on one account, I could have done it on two, on three, on four. As ICT says, trade silver bullet setup. Yeah, how to make a million. You probably heard it. How to make $1 million. Okay, just trade silver bullet setup, which is supposed to be between 10 and 11 o'clock. And that could be the one. You make money, live the having lived, live the day, and allow the time to do the heavy lifting. That's what he says. And then he says like, but I want Lambo tomorrow. Get the fuck away from me. I fucking love that. But I want Lambo tomorrow. Get the fucking way. Get the fuck away from me. And that's true, man. I'm gonna go live. Like I said, somewhere mid-September when I get back to London. I need to get back. I need to get a camera, so you can see my mug as well while I'm trading. So you'll be able to take these trades. I am not strictly ICT trader, but I use ICT concepts. But I'm more aggressive trader. I noticed that it's just not worth to wait all the time for something. It's not just not my personality to wait and wait and wait for the entry. Because then when the entry comes, like, okay, there's still no entry here. I mean, that's your fair value gap. This is where you want to, you would like this price to come down here to take it. Yes. Or you want displacement. So displacement will be when we push both this and come back. And this could be used as an order block. You want to invert this fair value gap. I'm gonna actually remove this. You want to invert this fair value gap. So ICT uses an orange color for that. If like an orange, this is orange color. Yeah, but it has to displace. Has to push into that, go above. But what I see, it takes a little bit too long. It's 10:26. I don't know. It took a little bit too long. It took a little bit too long to get down here. I was expecting a drop and reverse, and it didn't happen. And now I think we're just going to chop around in this area for a while. We might stay here for some time, maybe even the whole lunch, and then yes, we can push higher after lunch. So where would it be? I don't know, somewhere. What is the time? Time is 11 o'clock now. Forget it, man. It's gonna be after lunch, 2 p.m. or something like this. Because look at that. Look at this right now. They had an opportunity to grab the liquidity from overnight, from electronic time frame, Monday and Sunday and Monday, right? Sunday night and Monday. They could have taken it and dried it up there. They haven't done that. Okay, so they decided to go lower. There was not a lot of liquidity here. This main liquidity has been already taken once here. Okay, see that? So what was left? Just okay, 1 hour and 15 minutes of trading here. So they only had that little liquidity here, that little liquidity here to collect on today's drop. And we did reverse a little bit. We did get a bounce, right? Fine. They decided to ignore that as well. Wasn't enough. They pulled into the day low, the previous day low. I'm talking about Fridays. And obviously we've been watching Nasdaq. We've been watching Nasdaq. Nasdaq was just falling down. They took low of what was that, Friday, and then they dropped into the first day, not the low because the low was somewhere here, but decent liquidity. They grabbed a lot here. So you watch this thing and you think, okay, where's the next place where market can reverse? Well, obviously yesterday's low, Friday's low. So we took the trade. We took the trade. We are in profit. We add something. We just pushed higher, but it collapsed. Okay, that's the clue here. And market's supposed to go displaced, come back and start to push higher and go, and it didn't do it. It hasn't done it. Instead of that, we collapsed down, right? Let me just make it like a, yeah. Instead of that, we collapsed. That's the difference between grabbing liquidity and displacing and continuing higher and trying to sell, continuing higher and trying to sell into minor liquidity up there, and then perhaps pushing even higher up there. That's the difference between that and actually staying in the range. Time is the most important element in trading. Time is more important than anything else. We should have done that on that push here, 10, 13. They would use the 15-minute liquidity up here to accelerate, to go through this gap, fair value gap, bearish one, which would become inverted fair value gap, which would be inverted. We'll use this as a, I don't want to say support, but I would just use it as, yeah, as basically a launch pad for push, probably into London sell side when we had trapped people up here. But they haven't done that. We dropped, and any kind of push right now is just a range trading. We will be sitting here in the range, grabbing the low, getting lower, coming back up here, just fooling around. We can do anything but going higher. I don't think we're going to go higher right now. We have a lot of time. So it's 10:32 till 2 o'clock. That's 3 hours, right? That's 3.5 hours. A market can just fool around in this range. We may even get down there. Just pull, just try to go lower, 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 and get down there. Yeah. What is it? This? That's the weekly low, 26th of August. That's the previous week low. We're not far away from that. Yeah, we could just basically keep, obviously from time to time, gonna push and then boom, boom, and then maybe we'll launch and push higher. But I'm not gonna wait for that all day. There you go. 645 minutes. This is Trap Trader. That was the 3rd of September 2024. We were trading live. Walk away from the table. Thank you. If you liked what you saw, if you learned something, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and we will see how they're growing, and we'll just continue. We're gonna go live, so you can watch me live soon. That was a 15-minute candle. They're sweeping liquidity, yes, and we can just you can scalp that like for a couple of points. But I will be careful with that right now. It's not worth it. It's not worth it once you made this money. It's enough. Because you can have break of structure displacement, we can just continue lower, and then we'll come back into that. Then you might be, at best, a break even. It can happen, but don't expect anything like crazy push. It's just not the time right now for that. They will be building liquidity here. See that? They're building liquidity down here. It's not enough. They're gonna, they can just build this much like that. Yeah. Maybe even more grabbing. It doesn't mean that we're gonna go today. We might go tomorrow. We had this news as well. 10 a.m. Why it's not refreshing? And it doesn't matter what the news says. Price is gonna do whatever you want to do, unless it's a CPI, PPI, or FMOC decision. This kind of things. That's what moves the market. There you go. Look at that. We can still go lower. You wanna scalp that? It's just not worth it. And the problem is, new traders, what are they going to do? Okay, they got long here, they're holding, they got long here, and now they're just basically at the brink of blowing up account, praying for a push high. Oh, let me just, let the price come back here, I'm going to get out. They know that. They're not going to give it to you. They're just not going to give it to you. I've been there. I've done it. It's just not working this way. Not today. It's too late. It is too late. Now we have to wait till the end of lunch, 2 p.m. By the time we might be at the bottom. And it doesn't mean, and it does not mean that we're gonna get that push. We might not. We might just sit here. We might get some kind of push and then just drop. And we might get an overnight push, right? You're not gonna stay in your trade overnight because if you're trading apex or top step, you have to close it at the end of the day. And they might push overnight. We might wake up tomorrow morning. We're going to be taking this minor liquidity. Yeah, overnight. So, thanks for watching. If you learned something, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and see you tomorrow. Peace.